3.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Sebastian Ryder, and you tapped into another episode of Cut Different TV, and this is a special episode. I love when, one, we're able to have Connecticut in the building, man. Connecticut has been showing mad love to Cut Different, and also, I believe this is this man's first interview formally, and I love that. You know what I'm saying? Been making music now for a little over a year, entering his second year in music, and he's got a lot of stories to tell y'all. Now, before I tell y'all who is on our show today, make sure you hit that red button. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And throughout the episode, drop likes, man. Comment your favorite parts of the episode, and most importantly, share with your friends and invite other people to join the Cut Different family. Without further ado, we here with my brother G's.
Yo, what's poppin', bro? I appreciate you for having me, man. It's great, man. It's first time in New Jersey, man. This is great. Love this set, man. Love the set. Love what y'all doing out here for the artists. You know what I'm saying? Come from CT, so there's not a lot of people out here, you know, in my area doing stuff like this, man. It's real special. Real special to be on here.
Awesome, bro. Well, we thank you coming all the way from CT to making this shit happen, bro. And what I really want to talk about today is the purpose of the show is to figure out what makes G's Cut different, right? Mm-hmm. However, along the way, you've had some crazy experiences. You've opened up for some pretty dope artists. You started off recording on your phone, and then 400 songs later, here we are, right? So walk me through from the beginning. Talk about growing up in Connecticut and what inspired you to want to pick up the mic, because you only, 18, 19
I'm 19
now.
years old, man. I'm youngin'.
Shit, man.
Youngin'. Yeah, man, so... Shoot, I mean, where do I even start? My family, you know what I'm saying? I grew up Bridgeport, Connecticut. Shout out Bridgeport 203, big 203 in the building. Know what I'm saying? My whole family is rooted in music. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of talented people. You know, my father knows how to play piano. My brother do drums. Sister used to rap. Older brother rap. So music has kind of always been in there. I've always been a fan of the music. Growing up, I used to listen to like a lot of like Drake, you know, Lil Wayne, the Young Money era. That was a fire era. I'm not gonna lie, fire era. And then honestly, I want to say maybe after high school, a couple years back, you know, man, you know how people be, you know what I'm saying? You get in the car with your boys, you get a little high, you know what I'm saying? You start freestyling, and I start freestyling. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really fun, you know what I'm saying? And then one day, I was freestyling, you know, shout out my guy Rodney, man. I hope you watch it. Shout out my guy Rodney, man. We was freestyling one day at a college. We was in the parking lot. And we just freestyling on this beat I found. I'm going crazy. It's a song called Highly Likely, actually. It's my first song that I ever dropped. And we freestyling, and I freestyled like a whole chorus and a verse. And I literally took the whole beat. I ain't let the bro beef, you know what I'm saying? So I took the whole beat. I was like, damn, yo, that was type hard. So feel me? I ain't had a budget at the time to get a studio or hire an engineer or get a producer. I ain't know none of that. Feel me? So I'm looking around on the internet. I'm on TikTok. I'm looking. I see some app called BandLab. So I'm like, all right, word, it's free. Best thing is free. You know what I'm saying? So I download BandLab. I'm a heavy gamer. Heavy gamer. I have the Astro A40. Shout out Astro. I had the Astro A40s on the headset. Feel me? Had the little connector in the phone. Connected it to the phone, and that was my mic. You know what I'm saying? Of course, back then, you know, I ain't know nothing about engineering or mixing, so I'm over here using a preset I found online, or I'm tweaking a preset. I'm thinking it sounds good, but it really doesn't. You know what I mean? But I'm making songs on BandLab, and at the time, I was dating a shorty, and she was like, yo, like, you got potential, whatever, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, word, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a whole bunch of other things going on at the time. I was playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? I was a hooper for a little minute. Got a little injury. Cut that shit out. But you know what I'm saying? So I was making music on my phone for a little minute. And I want to say I'm probably like 50, 60 songs deep now. And I'm finding... And I'm
So you flying through it, right? So for the viewers, right? So... Because a lot of artists and a lot of people in general, they, you know, dabble. They might be on GarageBand. They might be doing what they're doing.
Facts.
50, 60 songs. When you say that, do you mean like 50, 60 complete hook, verse, hook?
Complete songs.
Damn. So like so like you go from just recording or freestyling with your homeboy in the car,
right,
discovering BandLab, and then all of a sudden you 50, 60 songs in. Where is that? Just you was rocking with shorty that hard that when she told you that put a battery in your back?
That honestly, bro, not for nothing, it really did put a battery in my back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't have like a lot of people kind of support the music because, you know, when you start out making music, people just think it's a gimmick, shit like that, blah, blah. But, you know, she really put that battery in my back. 60 songs deep, I'm over here freestyling whole songs. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting better at freestyling. And then eventually it gets to the point where, like you said, man, I'm 400 songs deep. 400 songs deep on BandLab. There was there's actually a funny time that I remember was me and her was parked up in a lot. For me, not doing nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? But
of course
me,
not. Of course not.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Feel me? We keep it PG, you know what I'm saying? But we was parked up and I'm literally recording a song on my headset. I'm wilding. I'm going crazy. I'm like, yo, baby, like I'm wilding right now. Mind you, I got a little Astro. I'm thinking I'm wilding. Cop pulls up. It's like 5 o'clock. I'm like, all right, I'm not paying no mind to it. He gonna flash his lights, right? He gonna roll down his window. He's like, yo, y'all not doing nothing y'all supposed to be, right? I put my head out the window. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm literally making a song right now. He's like, you're not making no song. He pull up closer. I show him on my phone. He's like, oh, now you got it, bro. And he just drove off. And that was probably one of the moments where I was like, damn, like the music is really like kind of taking over. I don't want to say taking over my life, but it's becoming a priority in my life. Like something I want to do, like my passion. Like before music, it was basketball. You know what I'm saying?
What position you played? Point guard?
Point guard, yes, sir.
Word.
Big passer, big shooter. You know what I'm saying? Got
Okay.
that 3-ball on me. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Fire. That's what's up. So you 50, 60 songs deep. This moment happens with a police officer, pulls up, whatever, inspires you. When I listen to your newer music, I hear a lot of like X influence.
Yes.
And I know when we were talking earlier, you were telling me like X was a big inspiration to you. And I see that. Tell me a little bit about that. Because I feel like people give X his flowers, don't get me wrong, but you know, you don't hear his name that much anymore, right? It's 2024 now.
Right. Yeah, man. Honestly, I think X is a pioneer of a lot of the music right now. I think X, Juice, a lot of the people that died, honestly, you know, RIP to them. I think they really put, you know, music on a good path. When I found out about X, it was Look at Me, of course. It was in middle school.
Did you see a music video for that? The
hell
original one?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That was the shit. Yeah.
Yo, the original music video, top tier, bro.
Yeah.
But like just I guess it's the rawness of like he was just being himself on every song. There was not one song you can't say that, oh, he's trying to be like someone else. Nah, he's being completely authentic. And that's kind of something that I put into my music. I want everybody to, you know, feel the authenticity from me. You know what I'm saying? That it's me. Any song I hop on, you can be like, okay, yeah, it sounds like a inspired from here, but you'll know it's me. You know what I mean? And I think X, especially with the rage music, the fast rapping ability, I really take that into account. Same thing with Juice WRLD, because honestly, I'm a huge Juice WRLD fan. You ask anybody, I'm a huge Juice WRLD fan. That boy could freestyle something crazy, and I want to say that, man, like that really inspired me to freestyle even more. No lie, and kind of perfect my craft, because it's like, yo, I kind of want to be like this, but I want to be even better. You know, no disrespect, but you know, there's no limit to this.
Damn. So when is the moment when, because now you're making music, Shorty put the battery in your back, and you said the Shorty that you was rocking with, so she's not in your life anymore, I imagine.
Nah.
So when that motivation kind of goes away, what then happened to respark, right? Because you started making connections. You started, obviously, as you put more music out, people are starting to gravitate towards you.
Right.
When was that moment where you were like, all right, cool, this is something that's like more stable, that's going to keep me motivated, keep me inspired?
Right. So I'm going to even backtrack you a little bit here. She was actually with me my first performance out in Waterbury. Shout out AC203. He started hosting something called Mr. Rage Fest. And I was at my first performance, you know, a BandLab song. And of course, I was mad nervous. I was mad shy. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking down. I'm not looking at people. You know what I'm saying? But people was rocking with me. People was rocking with the energy. It was a hype song. People was rocking with the energy. And I want to say a couple months after that, feel me, you know, we cut things off. And I can't even lie, bro. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure some artists or every artist has gone through this at some point where you're like, you make a song, and you're like, you know what, man? Like, I don't think this shit for me. Like, I don't think it's for me. And
The music in general?
the music in general.
Ah,
Right. So I
okay.
got to a point where I'm like, yo, I don't even know if it's for me or not, feel me? But when something is really, like, I honestly, truly believe that's my calling. When something is your calling, bro, you can never escape it. It's always going to keep rearing its head. So I'll make a bad song, like, or I'll make a couple bad songs in a row on BandLab, and I'll be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the music is not for me. And I'll make a good song, I'll be like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn, like, this really might be for me. And honestly, the battery that got put in my back to continue making music even after, you know what I'm saying, everything that me and Shawty went through and just my life in general, because I've had a very, you know, back and up and down life, was myself. Having that confidence in yourself. Confidence in yourself is the hugest thing. People could tell that even in music. Even the way you rap, the way you present yourself. It's all, you need confidence in everything you do in order to be successful. And I stand on that.
Damn. So for you, from an artistic perspective, right? And we'll get into like the shows and the openings and the experiences you've had. But for you being an artist, what is the most important thing about, because you're a very great communicator, high energy. I feel like whatever you set your mind to, you could be passionate about, right? Like, or at least you could make somebody feel like you passionate and you give a fuck about it, right? So with you, from the music perspective, is it just another way for you to express that passion? Or like, are you looking for impact? Are you looking to be a celebrity? Or are you looking to be like, what is your end goal?
My end goal, I want to inspire. Like, I want people to be able to, because for me, for a long time, I wasn't confident in myself. I wasn't confident in a lot of things I was doing. And when I realized that, you know, nobody really gives a fuck about what you do, just do you. Just be you. Being yourself is the best thing you could do. And I want to inspire, you feel me? Like when I'm older, you know, like you said, I'm 19, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm young. When I'm older, I want to be able to inspire the younger generation like me to keep going, keep following their dreams. Like no matter what nobody tells you, like keep following your dreams, because you always going to have family, you know, friends, you know, that are going to be like, yo, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But your fans are not your friends or your family. You know what I'm saying? Your fans are the people you meet, you know, outside. I've met way more fans than I know friends. You know what I'm saying? Like I have way more fans that stuck with me than friends. And that's just straight like that.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's just because life, different paths, man. Life, different paths. You know what I'm saying? People see you, you know what I'm saying, putting forth a goal that you want to set and, you know, getting close to achieving it. And, you know, they may be proud on the back end, but they're not going to show you the support that you need. They're not going to show you that support. So that goes back to what I was saying. Like, you need to have that confidence in yourself. You need to be able to support yourself and be able to position yourself in a way where it's undeniable.
Damn. So let's talk about some of these special moments, right?
Sir.
What would you say over the course of the past year and some change has been the biggest moment for you where you were like, damn, like, you know, that moment where like you look around and everything goes quiet around you.
Yep.
And you might hear like the intro by XX going off in the background.
Yep.
And you're like, wait, hold on. This is like my antagonist moment or my protagonist moment. Like, I'm here. Walk me through that time you've had.
Yo, best, I want to say a top tier moment was a plug and play event. It was hosted in Derby, Connecticut. It was by an engineer. His name is Pat Wiley. Mm-hmm. He actually engineers for Scar Lip as well. So shouts out to him, you know what I'm saying? Very talented. Helped me outside of music, you know what I'm saying? Just becoming a man, just helping me position myself. And there's another person I want to shout out too, the Real Black Man 103. You know what I'm saying? He honestly is somebody else who I really, you know what I'm saying, hold at a high pedestal, at a high level. And he brought me along when I was starting out on BandLab because he was actually my basketball coach. So we've been basketball coach since middle school to high school. So we've been connected, you know what I'm saying? That's basically blood. That's basically family. You know what I'm saying? So he brought me to this plug and play event. I have a song out actually. I think it's my biggest song. It's actually on a BandLab, but he had mixed my vocals called Just Camp. And he was like, yo, you should pop out to this plug and play event. And I was like, I bet I'll do it. And, you know, like I said, at this time, I'm not like super confident in my music. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, real talkative. I'm not really communicating or anything. And we in this event, there's some pretty decent sized names from Connecticut in here. And I'm playing my music in front of people for the first time, basically, like random people that I don't know. Like, I'm not performing. I'm just playing music. And I played Just Camp. And, you know what I'm saying, they're like, yo, G's, go up there, because we had to sign our name on the list and shit. So they're like, yo, G's, it's your turn. I'm like, I bet. So I go up there. I play the song. I'm sitting in the chair. And, like, everybody's talking, and then the song comes on. It just, like you said, bro, literally everything just went quiet. Like, literally everything went quiet. So I'm just, like, I'm sitting, like, imagine this is the computer, right? I'm just sitting, and everybody's surrounding me like this. And I'm just looking at the computer like this because I don't want to, I'm, like, nervous to see the reactions and shit. Because if somebody's like, nah, this shit ass, I'm like, oh, shit. I don't want to see that at that moment. But, yo, as soon as the song finishes, I turn around. People got their phones. I was like, yo, let me get you on IG. And I want to say that was a huge moment to me. I was like, damn, like these are people who have been making music. These are people who are way older than me, who have been in the scene in Connecticut, who know how stuff runs out here, and they already showing love and they saying genuinely, you know, your music's good. And yeah, man, that was a huge moment for me. Huge moment for me.
So then, and I appreciate you sharing that, right? And they say like, don't let the cheers get you too excited and don't let the boos knock you too far down.
Right.
Stay in kind of the middle.
Right.
If nobody would have said shit and you would have just played your music, nobody said anything, and they might have just been like, oh, give it up for G's, and niggas would have been like,
Type
oh,
shit like,
you know?
yeah, woo.
So what would have been the difference? Like, would that have affected you?
I don't think
continue?
so.
No?
I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, I was still going through stuff with myself, finding myself. So I think at the end of the day, the outcome that would have eventually came from it was inevitable. Because as soon as I started being more confident in myself, I started being more confident in my music. And I really don't look for outside validation. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty confident in what music I bring, and I'm my harshest critic. So, like, if I don't like the song, I'll be like, yo, that shit is ass. Like, the other night, I was at the studio, I was making some shit, because I was mixing the song, I was making some shit afterwards, I was just hopping on the freestyle, I come out the booth, I play that shit, I'm like, yeah, nah, that shit ass. Delete. Instant delete. Not even a thought about it. Damn. But just being aware of like where your music is, where your audience is, and just knowing what, I don't know, you gotta have like a trained ear for it, bro. Yeah. Like knowing what good music sounds like.
Mm-hmm. And so you mix, master, and engineer all your own shit now, right?
Yes, sir.
So walk me through the process of just, you know, on your headset, you know what I'm saying, making your music, and then now you're like not only the artist, but you're also wearing all these other hats, which also would be another outlet for you to have to spend money because you got to pay all these other things. So how has that affected your output and your ability to create?
Right. So BandLab, like I said, I was on presets. So the ability for me to make 400, 500 songs is you know, like nothing. Like I could probably make you 5 BandLab songs right now, like nothing. But when you in the studio and when you start learning how to mix and engineer, it's a lot of work. And 103 brought me in as an intern to be an engineer at the studio. So I was interning at the studio for maybe like 5-6 months. And during the internship is when I really started to get hooked on music. So like now, like I'm after school, like I'm watching 3 hours of videos a day, like nonstop. I'm texting him. I don't even care if he responds. I'm literally texting him so I could keep that information in there. I'm like, yo, bro, like this is what I'm learning, blah, blah. Like, is this right? Blah, blah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? Because I really respect him. So, and he's been engineering for 15, 17 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching all these videos trying to learn. I even, I don't have no setup at home. You know what I'm saying? So I even bought like a little AT2020 mic. Got a little vocal chain, just trying it out at home. So when I go to the studio, I know what I'm looking for. And the process of me finding my sound was extremely difficult because on BandLab, towards the end of it, I had a grasp of how I wanted my music to sound, how I wanted the tune on certain songs, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, EQ, whatever. And when you're in the studio, bro, it's a completely different vibe, especially when you mix your own music, because you can't get lost in your own voice. You have to be super objective about your voice. And the process, what people don't, you know what I'm saying, I feel like don't understand or respect enough is the engineer. The engineer is the most, I don't want to say crucial, but he's probably like second behind the artist. Because of course the artist has to bring the energy, has to make the song. You know what I'm saying? Producer brings the beat, you know what I'm saying? The engineer is what glues it all together. And for me to be able to work on being an artist at the same time as I'm working on being a mixing engineer and learning artistry and mixing at the same time, of course, it's no easy feat, but I feel like I was able to adapt and overcome any challenges that were brought my way and be able to do both simultaneously.
Damn, bro. That's fire. And I feel like what's so hard, like what's so tough about this interview, like tough meaning good, is you know, you speak with artists a lot, right? Like we have conversations with people, and whether it's on the show or whether it's, you know, just casual at plug and plays or just events or whatever. And it's like a lot of times that moment of saying, all right, cool, I'm gonna learn how to do this myself. I'm going to, intern at the studio to master this. I'm going to make as many songs as I can. I'm going to be objective when it comes to working on my own shit. I feel like a lot of that has to do with kind of putting ego aside. And I feel like as you kind of go into your story and kind of what has allowed you to develop your sound and develop yourself as an artist, I think a lot of that is humility. Yep. And being willing to put in that, 10,000 hours, right? And if it's not 10,000, it's going to be close to it.
I wouldn't doubt it's 10,000.
Word. Well,
BandLab and studio combined. I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, shit. I mean, whatever it is, my point is, and I want to give you your flowers on this, is like, bro, I respect the dedication to the craft because, like, people will, I'm on the interview side. Like, I interview artists all the time. Vic will tell you, or anybody that's ever around me, exes, whatever, like, I watch interviews of artists all day. Like, even when I'm working, even when I'm doing whatever I'm doing, I'll be watching just to see, like, okay, how are they handling these situations? Okay, when an artist gets uncomfortable, how does, what are the ins and outs of this?
Right.
To show that dedication, I really respect that.
I appreciate it,
especially a year in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fire, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. Real talk.
So when you talk too about the importance of having the community around you, you know what I'm saying? And obviously earlier you mentioned that you've had fans that are, showing up and showing more support than some of your friends. Right. But at the same time, you've got some experiences with friends where, when you were going to open up for OT7 and your car broke down, like, talk about that, bro. Like, talk about some of these moments, you know what I'm saying? And, what those have meant to you.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. So, what I'm saying? I was at college at the time. With my guy, Rodney, I'm like, yo, bro, I just got this opportunity to open for OT7 Kwani. He's like, oh shit, OT7 Kwani, I'm with it. I'm like, yo, you trying to come with me? It's in Rhode Island. He's like, all right, yo, hold on, let me text my people as well. You know what I'm saying? I had a Honda at the time. It's like a 2011 or something like that. I was like, all right, cool.
Some point A to point B shit.
Point A to point B shit. That's it. Back and forth. That's it. So I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take the chance. I'm gonna drive like an hour and some change. You know what I'm saying? In Rhode Island, it should be nothing. We like, we driving. You know what I'm saying? We bumping music. I want to say maybe like 15 minutes before we get there, car breaks down. Boop, on the highway. shit started. I'm like, nah, no fucking way this is happening right now. I pull over. I look at this nigga. He looking at me. And I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know what to tell this nigga. Because the guy, he was expecting me to be there a little early. And I was going to be there earlier. I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm prioritizing that performance over my point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? So we pulled over. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm not gonna lie, bro, like, that shit was really disheartening. Cause it's like, not only am I not gonna perform, actually, before I backtrack, it wasn't even the OT7 Kwani. The OT7 Kwani one was a successful one, which I'll get into. This one was Lil Meech. So like, I'm over here sitting. You can only imagine how a nigga feeling. I'm like, damn, I can't perform, and I got no car.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I gonna do? So now we had to go get that shit towed. You know what I'm saying? We had to wait for a ride. Yo, we get that shit towed to like West Bumblefucking Rhode Island, just like a straight road on a like a tow place or whatever. So we chilling there with the tow guy. Tow guy, hilarious. And at the time, I was making a song called Dealer. I already had it mixed and stuff like that. It's a fire song. Definitely check that out. But yeah, so we was sitting in there, and the tow guy's like, yeah, I gotta let y'all go. I gotta do my thing. I'm like, all right, bet. So now we sitting outside in the cold for like 2 fucking hours, bro. And there's mad cars, just nobody though. Like literally nobody. The store's not open. And we got no ride right now.
And it's cold as hell.
And it's cold as hell. I'm talking brick outside. So good thing my car like still opened. You know what I'm saying? So niggas could sit in a car and chill. But like niggas wasn't trying to do that. So I'm sitting here. And I'm like, yo, bro, it'd be dope as fuck right now or funny as hell if we just record a music video for Dealer. Because literally in the song, I'm like, I just walked in and spent a band at the Dealer. And I'm like, yo, I'm really about to have to go do that. I'm really about to have to go do that shit. So we started shooting a little music video. Ultimately, I had some other dude from my school shoot the actual video, VHS video. It's actually on my YouTube channel. But he's actually the cover art for that. And he was laying down on a car. He posted up with his little I think it was the Off-White joints. You know what I'm saying? It was real swaggy. I was like, yo, I'm gonna use it as my cover art, bro. This is a moment. And like in the beginning of the YouTube video, it's actually a clip of me. Yo, it's super funny. I'm gonna find it and send it to you. And it's basically like me saying like, yo, niggas was supposed to be at the meet shit. Car broke down. Ain't no concert. And yeah, bro, that's really how that happened. But eventually, you know what I'm saying, the DJ understood, gave me another shot at it. I was like, yo, listen, this time I'll be there. And this time I took an Uber. You know what I'm saying? I was smart with it. Open for OT7 Kwani at Mangoes in Rhode Island. Opened up. I think I performed like 4 or 5 songs. Probably the most songs I've ever performed at one spot. And it was my first out-of-state performance. And they showed love out there, man. Because there's a lot of people from like Boston and shit. But they showed love. Like the crowd wasn't as... My energy didn't match the crowd's energy because I was like super energetic. And they were like still kind of like mellow.
They were all high and shit.
They were all high as fuck.
Yeah.
All high as fuck. Even some of the security guards, bro. Security guard came up to us while we smoking outside. I was like, yo, can I hit that? I'm like, nigga, ain't you supposed to be doing your job? I'm like what? But I'm performing on stage, you know what I'm saying? I'm not seeing the crowd move, but I'm still doing my thing. I'm still energetic. Like this is me. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna give it, you know what I'm saying? Because who knows if I'll ever be back to Rhode Island or anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? So, but my biggest takeaway from that was when I walked out of that building, I gained 30 followers. So I know people was fucking with the music. Even if they didn't show it, they was probably listening. And you know what I'm saying? My ability, what I've noticed every performance, my ability to keep the audience engaged is really good. People always tell me I have a good stage presence, and you know, I continue to strive for that. I just like to have fun with my shit.
Damn, that's fire, bro. And so the element of stage presence, right? Because your music is very, like, even the song you're doing for us today, bro, like the beat is absolutely insane. So like you lean a lot on production, and I don't mean that like you lean on it, but the songs that you put out, the production is always crazy. The 808s hit. They're, you know, the structures of the beats, the different melodies that you use, the hi-hats, the blends, it's all there, and it's perfect for a performance, for some rage shit.
Right.
You feel me? So how do you balance when I know sometimes the audio is, you know, whatever, you feel me? And then you lean on the beat. So how do you balance that in a crowd like that, in that environment when they're chilling, and then you just come out like on some Playboy Cardi type shit? Like,
yo, you just gotta really pop your shit. You just gotta rock out. Like act like they not even there. Act like you just performing at home. Literally, that's my best advice for people who, you know what I'm saying, are maybe a little stage shy or whatever. Just literally act like you performing at home. Because at the end of the day, they just watching you. They waiting for their bigger performer. So if you are a good performance, you're a bonus. You're a bonus to that. You know what I'm saying? So just literally just be you on stage, bro. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody really cares that much. Nobody really cares that much that you know what I'm saying? Or they're really going to be listening to your music if it's good. Now, if it's bad, get the fuck off the stage. But, you know what I'm saying? That's besides the point.
Word. So 2024, all this shit happened in 2023.
Yeah.
So 2024, you're going into your second year.
Yeah.
Really doing this shit for real. So what is what's on the radar for you? What's, you know, what is there to expect? And you know, for the people watching this that are seeing you for the first time, you know, why should they go listen to G's?
You should go listen to G's because of the versatility and the energy. I always bring energy in every song, whether it's a love song, whether it's a rage song, rap song, rock song, whatever. I'm always gonna bring the energy to it. You know, coming up actually soon is I'm collaborating with another CT artist by the name of Sean Kennedy. We had shot visuals, a music video for it. Song's super dope. It's gonna come out very soon. We're just kind of finishing final touches. You know what I'm saying? I'm a perfectionist, so I got to make sure everything's perfect. He's a perfectionist as well, so it's always back and forth with him and stuff like that. But, you know, that's probably the next biggest song. The song I'm performing today received a lot of love as well when
Potions.
I previewed it. Yep, Potions. So, you know what I'm saying? That's probably going to be a future drop. And I plan on dropping, you know, a couple projects, like maybe like 2 EPs and an album. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I get a lot of Instagram messages sometimes, even from producers or fans, like, yo, bro, like, you make like a lot of rage music. You just make like only rage. I'm like, nah. Like if you listen to the music I put out, like not a lot of it is rage music. A lot of the stuff I have in the vault can be rage music. I like to express my feelings on any type of beat. So like, for example, I dropped a freestyle the other day for fun that I made the same day and just dropped it. and it's on a J. Cole Kendrick beat. Now, to myself, I wouldn't consider myself as some like god tier fucking lyricist or some shit, but I know how to flow. I know how to make it sound good. I know how to actually create a story. And I feel like when I was starting out, you know, when you starting out freestyling, of course, off the top of the dome, you just kind of saying bullshit that rhymes. But like recently, what I've been trying to
That's facts, bro. That's facts.
anything that comes to your mind, right? So recently, when I freestyle, I don't want to say I've been more conscious, but I've been trying to make stories, whether it's a little story, whether it's a big story. And I would say a lot for like younger artists, because I feel like my generation of people are kind of stuck on like a really auto-tuney sound. And don't get me wrong, I love using auto-tune. It's fun. But I feel like they're kind of like boxing themselves into like a sound or a genre and kind of trying to copy like, you know, some of the bigger artists and stuff like that. And I feel like when you are able to separate from the trendy sounds and you're able to make a song that's kind of close to it, but they're like, yo, nah, this is different. That's where you find your niche. Like everybody has a niche. If you think about it, like for example, Ken Carson, he has a certain type of sound that it's going to be very hard to replicate and do it as good. X, Juice, Drake, Nicki Minaj. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those artists found a niche, even though they all do the same thing. They could be talking about the same topics. You just need to find your niche. And I think my niche is really my vocal inflections. I'm able to, like, when you listen to my music as a blind listener without seeing me rap, because I do freestyle on live sometimes. So definitely check that out too on my Instagram. G's Too Tough, by the way. But I do freestyle on live sometimes so people actually see the process. Literally, all my vocal inflections in my songs are natural. I'm not punching those in, usually. Like, I'll punch in bars, of course, but my vocal inflections throughout the verse, that's all me. Like, I don't punch that in. And I think that's what my niche is being able to kind of, like, expand my vocal range, even though I wouldn't say I'm a singer or nothing, but I'm able to make it work. I've always been like that. I've always been able to make whatever work in whatever situation I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a huge thing, just not only in music, but just in life. Just being able to adapt and overcome to any situation throwing you away, that's huge.
So when you're actually, you know, when somebody's listening to your song and they're listening to your track, like, what do you want them to take away from the music? Because you do have range, right? Like, right. You know, people will hit you up, be like, oh, you only do rage shit, whatever.
Right.
What do you want people, what is the message and the theme of your music?
Versatility.
Okay.
Versatility, straight like that.
Okay.
So like each project this year is gonna be all three different vibes. A lot of people like my melodic sound, so you know, first EP is gonna be a lot of more melodic stuff, and you know, not for nothing, melodic stuff kind of hits the mainstream, you know, like nothing. Like that's like water to them. That's like they love that shit. Yeah. So I want to do that, and just being able to kind of line up the music with the seasons and the type of music you're dropping is also very important. Being able to craft an album that has meaning and it's just not filled with, you know, just like, you know, bullshit, basically.
So is the vibe of the feeling that you give somebody,
right,
versus, or I guess what I'm asking you is, what's more important to you, the feeling that somebody gets when they hear your shit or the message that they take away from it?
That's a great question. I want to say the feeling mainly, but also the message. As of recently, like I said, I've been trying to be more storytelling and kind of relating to, you know, people, whether I'm talking about myself or I'm talking about somebody else. I want people to first get that feeling when they hear the song, because of course, when you first listen to a song, you're not like decoding all the bars or anything like that. So the most important thing is the vibe, the feeling, which is why, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, production is very important. The way you flow on the song is very important. Now, if you're saying some actual real life shit in there, they're going to be able to go back and be like, damn, like, yo, that's actually hitting way harder now. Like, he's flowing and he's actually talking some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I feel you, bro. That's fire, man. So you already told them G's Too Tough on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
And that's cool. Tell them where they can find you at, because I got another question for you.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? G's Too Tough on Instagram, GEEZTOOTUFF. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, all platforms, G's, GEZ. You know, my name might not pop up because I'm not like crazy out there, but you just put G's Just Can't, you'll find my page. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And he's on the way up, man. He's on the way up, and he stopped through Cut Different TV, man. So, yes, Vic, sir. I think it's about that time, man. I think I'm G's, what makes you cut different, bro?
What makes me cut different? I'm the hardest worker. My work ethic. My work ethic. I work harder than anybody else that I know. You can ask anybody. Like I told you, bro, before. Watching videos every day. I still watch videos to this day for hours. I'm in the studio any chance I get. I'll go on the studio and make a song on break. A fire song on break. Anytime I could get the work in, I got to. And that's kind of just been instilled in me as a child, just to always work hard and always aim for something. When you don't have a goal in mind, you know what I'm saying, you're not going nowhere. But I feel like my ability, you know what I'm saying, to be able to adapt and to be able to garner information and be able to put it out there in, you know what I'm saying, receivable form, that's important, bro. Like, my work ethic is crazy, bro. Crazy. And that's not even an underestimate. I work harder than anybody I fucking know, and I put it on God. On God. On God, nigga. On God.
Word.
On God.
Damn. All right, well, he's standing on 10.
On God.
He's standing on 10. And as they look back
Yes, sir.
on this interview, right? Because 2 years, 3 years down the line, you're going to be in a whole nother stratosphere.
Right.
But people going to come back and they're going to watch this interview and they're going to be like, damn, okay, this was Jesus' first shit. What is the one thing that you want them to take from this interview and apply into their thought process moving forward? As they listen to you, as they watch your evolution as an artist, what is that one message that you want to leave them with?
The one message I want to leave them with? That's a great question, man. The one message I want to leave them with, man, is to be you. That's simply as that. Be you, man. Be you. I've seen so many people fall. So many people fail first, you know what I'm saying, face first on the ground, trying to be something they're not. Be you, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to look about, you know what I'm saying, different styles, people rocking different outfits and stuff like that. They're all just being themselves. And guess what? Those people who be you are the happiest people 10 times out of 10.
Facts.
Right. And when you listen to my music, you'll know it's me.
That's real shit, man.
me.
Well, he about to perform Potions
sir.
for us live, man.
Let's get
I'm
it,
excited about this shit. When I first heard this shit, first off, I had to turn it down in the whip because the motherfucking bass was about to blow my little Lexus speakers up. But so we about to do Potions live, man. We got G's in the building, Connecticut in the building, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Shit, man. What you got to say to the people in closing words?
Hey, listen, people, Cut Different TV is that platform to be on, man. Real talk. This guy, Ryder, Vic in the background, you know what I'm saying? They important. They the ones who make this shit run. They the ones that gonna help you catapult your career. Take advantage of it. Take advantage.
Damn, I appreciate that, bro. Of
course, bro.
Thank you. Hell yeah. My dog G's, man. You tapped in with Cut Different TV. It's your boy Sebastian Ryder, Jersey City. We out.